Hi guys, as you guys can see, I am super tired, so I just decided to sit here with these guys and observing them because today has been a long day, guys, and I want to sit down, get the time and break the story down to you guys. So as most of you know, that beginning late last year, I started importing Boer goats. That's the breed you can see behind me, from South Africa to Ghana, right? And we've actually brought two shipments Ghana, and that two shipment has basically included a portion of mine and so many other people, either from Nigeria or from Ghana as well, who are interested in breeding such a goat. So, I brought a few in the beginning and tested them out to see whether they will survive the climate, what kind of food do they eat, sort of get to study them a little bit. And that has been about 3-4 months ago, right? And everything has worked perfectly. So I decided to bring in the next batch, which is about 45 goats. And among the 45, of course, I have other people, also placing order with me who are able to get some. But I have about maybe 30 goats here now. And finally, they arrived after a whole lot of, exchanges, permits. This one was very difficult to bring, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. The South African veterinary officer that we got this time was very on point. So even with the Ghanaian permits, that was pen handwriting and all that. We had challenges with it, so there was a lot of back and forth with it. But long story short, we were able to get the goats to Ghana yesterday night. So if you know the South African airline, it arrives around 9 p.m. and we basically started doing all our airport duties and clearance like on Friday. So they arrive on Saturday night, so that by the time they arrive, we've already paid most of the things that we could pay in advance, right? So we started doing all those clearing on Friday, and then Saturday we continued, and then some of it, the goats have to arrive before we can actually do anything on it, right? Give me a minute. One of them just opened the door, so I'm gonna close it. Right, so on Saturday we continued, and finally around 9 o'clock the goats arrived. The pot was smooth. I was super impressed. It was too expensive with some of the things that we had to pay for the duty, the clearance fee, the handling charges, and so on and so forth. It was quite expensive, but finally we got the goats out. So we brought it out, and a few of the other farmers in Ghana also came for their few others, and then we set off to travel to Brekum, which is basically where I am now. The most saddest thing and frustrating things was the police on the road. Even though we had our waybill and we had, again, our import permit, taking the goats to our farm, every police station was stopping the driver. I took the lead to sort of come and set up the place and prepare for the arrival. The driver called me like 50 times with issues, with police on the road and so on, and it was very frustrating. Even when they got so close here, right? One police just stopped them and requested that we actually paid 45 cedis per each goat. Otherwise, they wouldn't let the driver go. What is the purpose of that? We need a pass. Meanwhile, I don't know, but I don't know what the law says, but I think we have import permits saying we are allowed to bring the goats into Ghana. When we got to Ghana, we paid for the duties and everything. We have all those people who were transporting the goods to our farm. It's not like we've taken it to our farm and we're taking it to another place. So I don't know if you're a veterinary officer or a policeman or even, I don't know, whatever profession that if there is a right thing to do, please comment below and let me know, because it was very frustrating. These goats left Accra around 11 p.m. and they got here the next day at 4 p.m. just because policemen won't allow them to go, and was keeping them for like hours till the driver paid them this money, right? And the goats were very exhausted when they arrived. But finally they got to the farm, and we had to use my truck to actually pull the crate, because the gate of the crate was towards the driver's side, so we have to use my truck to pull it because it was very heavy and they were inside. So we pulled it out to get space, open the door, and then start grabbing them one by one and bringing them here. If the gate was the other way, then we could have driven to the stairs and just, you know, open it for them to come up and come to the pen, but it wasn't. So we basically have to be carrying them and bringing them in one by one, which was fun to do. I had some friends from the US who were very excited to try it out, but it was all fun, it was all good. So they arrived safely. We basically fed them with brachiaria grass. We had some hay, so we fed them with it. They ate everything. They were very hungry. So if you're ordering one someday, make sure that you have enough food ready for them. They ate everything that we served them that evening. Then we went ahead to also feed them in the evening, later in the evening, with dry plantain leaf, which was also well fed on. So they ate everything that we basically gave them, and gave them some water as well, which they enjoyed. The excited thing is, you know, I have already a male, but I got a second male, so I have 2 males now, just in terms of contingency. And you know, this male started already going around, like sniffing all of them, you know, so that means that, you know, he'll be able to, you know, help me reproduce or breed. So that was a good sign. It was good for me to know that first day he's checking everybody to make sure that no one is escaping them whilst they're on heat. So that was a good sign. Yeah, so after the feed, we gave them water. We didn't give them any glucose or anything. We haven't showered them yet. I think what I'm gonna look for is basically ticks, and if they have anything on their skin, then I'll apply pour on, or I will make something with water and spray them, but I haven't done that yet. They are feeding all right. Another thing that I'm really checking is also their, you know, their feces, to see if anyone has diarrhea, if anyone is coughing. So I'm spending more time with them now, just observing how they are reacting and so on and so forth, to see, you know, if there's any symptoms that I can catch up before I can treat. I haven't given them any medication. I think the stress and everything, trying to catch them and give them an injection and so on. So for the next 2-3 days, I'm just gonna relax and make sure that, you know, they are getting comfortable, they are eating well, they are drinking enough water. Then I will start basically my treatment. But everything seems to be going all right. Thanks to all of you who were able to order some, and now you have it. I have about 30 here, so I'm not gonna be doing any order. I know it's expensive. This is costing us thousands of dollars, right? So it's expensive. My goal is to focus and breed what I have here, and hopefully someday you watching me that are thinking about having these beautiful breeds can also have some. But that is the goal. The goal is not to order again from South Africa, unless you guys really want some and, you know, the orders are coming in more. Then I'm happy to use my connections and to put it together and order more for you guys. But aside that, I think I'm gonna focus on these guys and see how far that it takes us. So guys, I will share all the information with you as the day goes by. This is the real deal, man. You guys know I've been practicing small with the local ones, but this is the real deal. I'm gonna start breeding these goats, and I hope we'll learn together, and I'll share all the information with you. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I mean, again, as it started raining, you can see we are only feeding them with brachiaria grass. So if you haven't gotten your hands on some, go ahead and contact the WhatsApp number below, and we'll be able to give you some brachiaria grass for yourself as well. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned because there's so many updates coming your way. Thank you guys.